Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, 'cause a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, 'neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the soul of silence. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls go by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I see a line of cars and they're all painted black, with flowers and my love, both never to turn back. Bury your secrets in my skin. Come away with innocence and leave me with my sins. The air on me still feels like a cage, and love is just a camouflage for what resembles rage again. So if you love me, let me go and run away before I know. My heart is just too dark to care. I can't destroy what isn't there. Deliver me into my fate. If I'm alone, I cannot hate. I don't deserve to have you. My smile was taken long ago. If I can change, I hope. I never know. He brings a gun to school and he'd simply kick my ass if he knew the truth. He lives on my block and drives an IROC, but he doesn't know who I am, and he doesn't give a damn about me, 'cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Ooh, how can you see into my eyes like open doors, leading you down into my core, where I become so numb without a soul, my spirit sleeping somewhere cold, until you find it there and lead it back home. Wake me up inside, wake me up inside, call my name and save me from the dark. Never opened myself this way, life is ours, we lit our way. All these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you, every day for us something new. Open mind for a different view. When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse, when the tears.
Good evening, my beautiful beans, and welcome to this highly unusual, most irregular Thursday stream, where not only is it strange that I am streaming to you on a Thursday, but I'm home alone. Well, I'm home parentless at least. Not quite alone. I have got my sister and her husband and my grandma all here, but this is still a parentless stream, so beans, I hope we're all prepared to be suitably wild. I hope we're all prepared to absolutely lose it tonight as we all come together on this glorious Thursday night for some raucous music. Boris, hi! Boris coming in with a raucous 500-bit cheer, saying it's not my fault, I'm not to blame, the beans have spoken, we aim to misbehave. Well, you know what, I'm going to join you tonight in misbehaving. It's a crazy parentless Thursday. Thank you, Boris, so much for that 500-bit cheer. Thank you for getting us started on absolute mayhem this evening. Thank you, Splattercat, for that 100-bit cheer. You say hello, wonderful Miss Lady Venus. Wow, my phone automatically puts that in caps now. That's cool. Splattercat, I'm always very pleased with my phone when it remembers little quirks like that. Andy, thank you for the 10-bit cheer. It's a delight to have you with us. You say good evening, Queen V, mods and beans. Of course we won't behave. Hello, my darling Andy. Well, neither will I. So I'm going to join you, beans, tonight in misbehaving. Jimmy Dean, thank you for 8 months of resubscribing. You say I always carry an extra pair of socks when I go golfing, just in case I get a hole in one. I do love a dad joke. Thank you so much for 8 months of resubscribing. Oh, but slow. Thank you for that 100-bit cheer. You say hello, lovely lady. I'll behave not. Same old but slow. How are you, my lovely? You say if by it you mean a bunch of cheers and bits, then yes, I am prepared to lose it. Iocals, you've already lost 400 of them. The night is starting strong for you. Thank you, Iocals. Kentai, thank you for bestowing a pair of wings upon Crazy Bean. You absolute angel of a being. Kentai, how is your Thursday going? Thank you, Andy, for your 7th month of resubscribing. You say 7 months of joy and detention. Not often two things that are in the same sentence. Joy and detention. Turfy Joe, how are you, my darling bean? It's a delight to see you. We have also got with us on this fine Thursday evening Notaki and Monkey Manu, my darling angel. We got Infrared Spectre. You say hi, Venus, you look wonderful. Are those pigtails? Yes, I've got half my hair in pigtails, half of it down. I've got rather a lot of hair at the moment. It's just been growing so fast, I've actually had to cut it just to keep it a little bit under control. So I've decided to go for the half up, half down, half curled, half straightened, a bit of everything really. Angie Indy, my angel of music, how are you, my darling? Princess Bliss, it's an absolute delight to see you. Hello Martin, okay, one zoo. It's a pleasure to have you with us. The old bones, hello Beans. No way are you immediately starting a hype train. You absolutely are fully out of control. Thank you so much for just immediately bringing out of control levels of hype. Cuckoo Cuckoo, good evening, my gorgeous. How are you feeling? Are you all better from COVID, Cuckoo? Did it get bad, or did you manage to stay fairly okay with it? Colossus Demise coming in with 20 months. Oh, and not to mention Cuckoo just came in with 44 freaking months. Cuckoo, bless your face. You say hello, hello. Thank you, gorgeous Cuckoo. And Colossus, thank you for 20 Colossus, colossal even, months. Thank you so much. Bless your face. Hi, Beans. Right. Well, aren't we just going completely bonkers to start with? Well, I see you all being bonkers, and I'm going to be bonkers too. You're not the only ones that can get yourselves attention. I'm going to throw 5 gift subs at you all right now. Because if you're going to misbehave, so am I, and there's nothing you can do about it. And my mum and dad aren't here, so I'm just gonna absolutely lose the plot this evening. Thank you, beautiful Beans, for all of this love. Oops, I've lost the page. You see, absolute pure raucousness. I'm losing it. Splattercat says Venus is on the screen for 150 seconds. Hype train seems legit. That's about the long and short of it at the moment, isn't it? It's just complete bonkersness all the time. Andy says, all aboard! Look, Beans, I know I'm encouraging you a little bit by getting crazy too, but as always, you will get detention if you dare to jump on board this train, and the detention this evening is going to be extra awful. It's going to be levels of terror that you could never have imagined. There'll be flavours of cake like you've never heard of before, and there'll be delightful combinations of all kinds of snacks and delicious drinks and milkshakes and tea and cupcakes, so you better be careful. Kibik, thank you for 54 months. Oh my god, 54 months! Kibik, that is outrageous. Thank you so much for 54 beautiful months of your outrageously kind support. It means so very much. Thank you. Boris says cake. Nom 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 nom. I Beans am 1.5 weeks into being sugar free. 1.5 sad, grey, dismal weeks. God, I miss cake. But tomorrow I'm actually going to have cake because we're going to take my grandma out for a surprise high tea, which is a British thing where you have tea and cake and scones and miniature sandwiches and all delicious things in the afternoon. So we're going to go do that tomorrow. So I shall be taking a pause in my sugar-free lifestyle and going absolutely ape on some cupcakes. Puma Babe, how are you, gorgeous? Nutaki, it's a pleasure to have you with us this evening. We have also got with us on this magical, beautiful, fabulous Thursday evening. God, so weird to be streaming on a Thursday. Avery M, thank you for bestowing a pair of wings, your third in total, to some generic username. Avery, thank you for gifting and being so supportive and kind. Bless your face. All right, you beautiful beans. Should we get this party started? Should we get this crazy Thursday night party started? How are we all doing? What are your spirits like? On a scale of 1 to 10, what are your spirits like today, Beans? 1 being down in the dumps, 10 being up in the heavens, and 5 being perfectly in between, just walking along on earth level. Marco, it's a pleasure to have you here. I love you more, sweet bean. Wombat, it's a pleasure to have you here. You say tea and scones, the jam and cream. Oh, God, it's so good. I'm a big fan of baking scones as well. I bake good scones. All But Slow says, can I have scones and clotted cream and jam, please? Hard to find in Las Vegas. Absolutely you can, All But Slow. Welcome to detention, where you eat the most delicious snacks ever to be found. Princess Bliss is feeling down in the dumps. Princess Bliss, I hope to be able to bring you at least a little bit of sunshine this evening with the help of all of the beans combined. Tetrix Effect is feeling about a 6. Well, that's not too bad, Tetrix. Let's see if we can bump that up to at least a 7. Splattercat says, I was a 3 and now I'm a legit 7. I love being here with you in the beans. Splattercat, that is so lovely to read. I am so happy that you find so much joy here. New Jersey Wildcat, it's a pleasure to have you here. You say, hi Venus, how are you? I'm doing good and my leg is healing good. New Jersey Wildcat, I am so glad your leg is healing. I'm doing very well, thank you. Kentai says, it was 6 before the stream. After stream started, immediately 10. Kentai, I'm so delighted. Well, Kentai, let's try and bump that up to a 100, shall we? Seeing as you did a 100 bit cheer. Kentai, bless your face. Thank you. Chris Burrow 2016, thank you for 2 months of resubscribing. Bless you. Say good evening, lady. Good evening to you, my darling bean. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you, Splattercat, for that 100 bit cheer, tipping that train into the next level with absolutely zero remorse. Splattercat, you always get yourself a front row seat in detention. Marco says, let's say 10 because you are here. Did I mention already that I love you? Marco, I love you. Well, I'm a 10 now that I'm with you, Beans. I was feeling a bit poorly last night. Could not get myself out of bed. I wasn't ill. I didn't have any sort of illness. You know, you just kind of feel rubbish, just headachy and absolutely zero energy. But today, right as rain. And you know why I felt like that yesterday? Because the night before, I was up most of the night because Dave was having I'm a dog and I'm going to have a really eventful night kind of a moment. And so we had an eventful Dave night. He's fine. He just had to be put out a lot and he was very high maintenance and very cute and very magical and didn't let us sleep. Mainly he's an amazing sleeper, sleeps more than all of us combined. But the night before last, there was not much sleeping to be had, let me tell you that. So I think that's what absolutely threw me for a loop last night. I don't function on no sleep. I can't do it. I cannot bloody do it. And I would love to be a person that can have 2 hours sleep, get through the day without having at least 3 mild breakdowns, but I cannot. Abs is breathtaking. How are you, my beautiful bee? Nova Sun, it's a pleasure to have you here. You say best way to tackle it day by day. Today's a brand new day and tomorrow will arrive as it intends to. Exactly. One moment at a time is the best way to take life. Be entirely present for this exact moment that you are alive. And don't think too far in the future or too far in the past because that would drive you mad. Now, I have a special thank you to say. An absolutely unbelievably large, hype-filled donation came in last night whilst I wasn't streaming, which is just extra cute, from I Am Michael 1111. Now, Michael has done this before. Michael last night gave me a donation of £111. In fact, I'm going to make it appear on screen now for you. Absolute madness. Michael, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much for that enormous donation. It means so much. It honestly blew me away. Offline donations in between streams always give me such a shock and put such a big smile on my face. So thank you so much. What an absolute sweetheart Michael is. Michael, I don't know if you're watching. I'm going to do a post on my socials just in case you're not there this evening to say thank you so much. It means so much. Thank you for continuing to support me. Beans, you're incredible. Now, this is very early into the stream. We are 15 minutes in. You're not really even allowed to have a hype train yet. So I'm going to say from now on, honestly, don't do anything else on this hype train. Let it stay at 0% on level 4. Let it go. Let it go, Beans, because the stream's just begun. I've not even sung you a song. Please don't feel pressure to jump on board a hype train. It arrived early because we all got excited to see each other. We just got carried away. But I'm telling you, sit down, relax, feel zero pressure, and I'm going to sing you a song. Right, first song of the stream, Kentai. Kentai, that was supposed to remain at 0%. I now see it's at 4%. That is not allowed. Kentai, the king of Bing, trying to set some new rules, some new laws. As the king, I guess you kind of can, but you also can't. Splattercat says, can't. We're not allowed to behave. You know, hang on, I need to do some reverse psychology here. Not behaving. No, wait. You want to not behave. So I have to say, you have to jump on board. And if you don't jump on board, that's terrible misbehaving and you're not allowed to be here. try and out psychology Venus on a Thursday night. Just you try. Okay, first song of the stream. This feels incredibly wrong to be doing this without the presence of Maid to Raid. So in honour of Made to Raid, this is Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer. Hello, Oliver Reel. It's a pleasure to have you here. How are you doing? Chris Burrow. Chris says, will these stop the train? And throws 100 bits of coal into the engine. Chris, no, it won't. Alright, 20 seconds left. Let it go, Beans. Honestly, do. I'm not just saying that. You can let this one go. Right, here we go. Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer for the very first song of the stream. Thank you, Beans.
Kiss me out of the bearded barley nightly beside the green, green grass. Swing, swing, swing the spinning stair. You wear those shoes and I will wear that dress. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. A silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. Kiss me down by the broken tree house. Swing me upon its hanging tire. Bring, bring your flowered head. We'll take the trail marked on your father's map. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. A silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. Kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. The silver moon sparkling. So kiss me.
Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer for the very first song of the stream on this magical Thursday evening. Do I spot a holidaying Beaver Bears and Mum Beaver? I think I do. All the way from the Greek Islands. Mum and Dad, what time is it in Greece right now, firstly? And you should be either partying in some beachside club, drinking many cocktails, or having a late night swim, or eating ice cream. Those are the only three acceptable things to be doing in the evening in a Greek island right now on a Thursday night. Beaver Bad says, connection keeps cutting out, but I can see what you're all up to. We're up to nothing, Dad. We swear we are not having a party in the house. We're not doing anything that we're not supposed to do. Splattercat says, I don't mean to alarm, but just be happy you can't see the rest of the house. Venus promised she'd have it cleaned up before you got home. Don't tell them, Splattercat. Do not tell them. Chris says, all day boat party. That's something I've never been to, a boat party. Avery says, hides the party hats. Thanks, Baines. Be careful. They're checking in. They're checking. I repeat, this is not a drill. They are checking in. Right. I remember that feeling when I was young, throwing parties. And Mum and Dad either coming home or coming downstairs. I don't know if they were there for the whole party or just checking in. And then the feeling of panic as all of my friends were there, almost certainly sneakily drinking and making a mess and spilling things and generally being teenagers. And that panic of, oh my God, Mum and Dad are coming. Uh-oh. Everyone behave. Look like we're all just playing Scrabble. Music and Tone, it's a pleasure to have you here. I hope you've been good busy. It's a pleasure to have you with us this evening. Oliver Reel, bless your face. Anyone else that I've missed, you know what to do. Keep screaming hello at me to have the pleasure of seeing your glorious self in this beautiful chat. For the second song of the stream this evening, I'm going to play for you Teenage Dirtbag. Seeing as we're on the topic of my teenage dirtbag years. Stefane, it's a pleasure to have you here. Or Stefan, you say, hi Venus, I'm French and I have a good English Olympique in writing and you speak quick. Sorry. Stefane, merci beaucoup. It's a pleasure to have you here. Bless your face. I do speak very quickly, yes. I will try to slow it down a little. I'll try. I can't promise I can manage it though. Hello DJ, it's a pleasure to have you with us tonight again. Anti-Chap and Duskwing. We're absolutely not, Avery. Under no circumstances are we currently absolutely partying our socks off.
Her name is Noelle, and I have a dream about her. She rings my bell. Got gym class in half an hour. Oh, how she rocks in kids and tube socks. But she doesn't know who I am. She doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Ooh. Her boyfriend's a dick, and he brings a gun to school, and he'd simply kick my ass if he knew the truth. He lives on my block and drives an IROC. But he doesn't know who I am. He doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Ooh. Man, I feel like mold. It's prom night and I'm lonely. Lo and behold, she's walking right over to me. This must be fake. My lip starts to shake. How does she know who I am? And why does she give a damn about me? Got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby. Come with me Friday, don't say maybe. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby like you. Ooh. Her name is Noelle, and I have a dream about her. She rings my bell. Got gym class in half an hour. Oh, how she rocks in Keds and tube socks.
I love that song so much. Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus. Oh my god, the itchiest nose known to man. Good evening, my wonderful beans. Simon the Dane coming in with 57 months of resubscribing. 57 months! Simon, that is absolutely outrageous. But not only 57 months, but a tier 3 subscription as well. You say, good evening all. Hope you're all well. Very well, thank you, Simon, other than having a very itchy nose. Simon, how are you doing, my darling bean? How is your week going? Drive-In and Celestial Berry and Rimmery, it's a pleasure to have you with us this evening. Sad Schnooby, how are you doing? Chocolate Thunder, it's a pleasure to have you here. Anyone else that I've missed in chat, yell hi at me right now. Now, I'm going to play for you up next 21 Pilots, Heathens. Hello, December. It's a pleasure to have you here.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abused. Welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they love one day docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains have changed from hand grenades. You'll never know the psychopath sitting next to you. You'll never know the murderer sitting next to you. You'll think, how'd I get here sitting next to you? After all I said, please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abused. We don't deal with outsiders very well. They say newcomers have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. You'll never know the freak show sitting next to you. You'll have some weird people sitting next to you. You'll think, how'd I get here sitting next to you? After all I said, please don't forget. wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse.
Heathens by 21 Pilots. Thank you, beautiful beans, for all this love and magic. Well, I've not played an original to you yet. That is absolutely out of hand. Outrageous behaviour. What am I doing? So for the very first original song of the stream, I'm going to play for you. Part of me.
I don't wanna hurt you. I guess that's all that I can say. And I don't want to desert you, but you cannot force me to stay. Sometimes we just need to be reminded that we're okay. With every living part of me, believe that all we'd ever need was love. But everything is falling through. I guess I never really knew enough. Now breathing out is letting go of everything I claim to know of us, of us. With all that I've done to you, I don't expect you to return. Told me that I took your beating heart and let it burn. I guess that this was just a lesson that I had to learn. With every living part of me, believe that all we'd ever need was love. But everything is falling through. I guess I never really knew enough. Now breathing out is letting go of everything I claim to know of us. And when the rain comes, will I be the only one to step outside? I guess I tried. And when the end comes near, will I be the only one to say goodbye? I live in fear. 'Cause with every living part of me, believe that all we'd ever need was love. But everything is falling through. I guess I never really knew enough. everything I claim to know of us.
An original song of mine. That one is called Part of Me, and you can listen to that one on my album. It's available everywhere. You can literally listen to it on all the different major musical stream platforms. Oh my god, my nose. Having an itchy nose is one of the worst feelings. Well, it's not. That's a massive over exaggeration. It's not that bad really, but it's mildly annoying. Now, you know what I was listening to the other day, and just having that moment of just being like, these lyrics are so crazy and unhinged, and I kind of love it. Good Night and Go by Imogen Heap. I don't think I know it well enough to play it to you. I'm going to read you some of these lyrics because they are so bonkers, and I was just laughing so much listening to it. She sings this very low, so let's just take this up. See if I can sing it. Now, I don't know how to play this well enough for it to be a good performance, but I want you to hear the lyrics, so I'm going to play it to you as well as I can. Just enjoy the unhingedness of this song. Right. Kentai says Venus. Yes. What happened? Did I malfunction? Momo or Mum of Mum 17 says, today you dressed cutely. Thank you very much.
Skipping beats, blushing cheeks, I am struggling. Daydreaming, bed scenes in the corner cafe. And then I'm left in bits, recovering tectonic tremblings. You get me every time. Why'd you have to be so cute? It's impossible to ignore you. Must you make me laugh so much? It's bad enough we get along so well. Say goodnight and go. Follow you home. You got your headphones on and you're dancing. Got a lucky, beautiful shot. You're taking everything off. Watch the curtains wide open, and you're following the same routine, flicking through the TV, relaxed and reclining. And you think you're alone. Why'd you have to be so cute? It's impossible to ignore you. Must you make me laugh so much? It's bad enough we get along so well. Say goodnight and go. One of these days you'll miss your train and come stay with me. It's always say goodnight and go. We'll have drinks and talk about things and any excuse to stay awake with you. You'll sleep here and I'll sleep there, but then the heating may be down again at my convenience. We'd be good, we'd be great together.
Absolutely. Fully unhinged. It's like Every Breath You Take, but the cutesy girl version. The lyric of I follow you home, you've got your headphones on and you're dancing. Got lucky, beautiful shot, you're taking everything off. I watch the curtains are wide open. And you're following the same routine, meaning she's done this before. Flicking through the TV, you're relaxed and reclining, and you think you're alone. What? Imagine just writing that down in a song. Now, I'm hoping it was a joke. I think Imogen Heap probably absolutely wrote that as a joke. If not, that's some unhinged songwriting right there. That is something you should not admit to having done. Following someone home and watching them change. Watch them just knowing their routine through watching them through the window. Terrifying. absolutely brilliant song, though. What's particularly good about it is the fact that when you listen to it, it sounds very cutesy and girly and like, just like, if you don't listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh, this is a really cutesy song. And then you hear those lyrics, and somehow it's even more sinister, the fact that it's just a kind of cutesy production. Scary. Scotty from Germany, moin to you, how are you? Swiss Buns, it's a pleasure to see you. Regal Peach, how are you, my Regal Bean? Razmataz, it's a pleasure to have you with us this evening. Anyone I've not said hello to, welcome, it's a pleasure to have you here. Right. I just had to share that with you, Beans. I was laughing about it so much the other day. I'm going to play for you up next. Spattercat says, like if Harley Quinn were your best friend. Yeah, probably. Regal says, I'm getting over my COVID, beating it one day at a time. Regal, you've got this. So many people have COVID again at the moment. It's just absolutely everywhere, it seems. To all of you who do have it at the moment, sending you so much love and so many healing vibes. Hopefully you all recover very fast. Marcus says, I will have nightmares tonight. Thanks, Beast. Sorry. I do recommend you listen to the original of that song. It's very cool. Captain Red Bear, thank you so much for bestowing 5 pairs of wings upon our beans. DJ Lohan Music, DZ19RZ, Shans and Charles Wood Matty and Chocolate Thunder have all received the gift of flight. Thanks to you. Bless your face, Captain Redbeard. You're so very kind. Jean-Paul says, Venus Stream Day! I just love a stream day. Balfrag, it's a pleasure to have you here too. Bless your face. How are you doing? Anyone I've not said hello to, please do keep screaming at me till I see you. I want to play for you. Radiohead. I think I'm going to go for Fake Plastic Trees. Will Swish, thank you for 17 months of resubscribing. Bless your face. Thank you with all of my heart for your very incredible support. The Resident says, I stumbled upon you randomly in my early days on Twitch. I was instantly entranced. You remain the only streamer I go out of my way to catch online, and I feel bad about missing. You are truly divine. Resident, that is such a lovely message. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that with me. That really means a lot. Bless your face. Thank you for being a treasured bean. Handsome, thank you for bestowing a pair of wings upon Resident. Oh, that's so lovely. Plastic watering can in the fake rubber plants, in the fake plastic. That's what happened to me multitask. That she bought from a rubber man in a town full of rubber plants, to get rid of itself, and it wears her out, it wears her out, it wears her out, it wears her out. She lives with a broken man, a cracked polystyrene man, who just crumbles and burns. He used to do surgery for
girls in the 80s, but gravity always wins and it wears him out. Wears him out. Wears him out. She looks like the real thing. She tastes like the real thing. My fake plastic lover. But I can't help the feeling I could blow through the ceiling if I just turn and run. And it wears me out. It wears me out. It wears me out. It wears me out. And if I could be who you wanted, if I could be who you wanted all the time, all the time.
Fake Plastic Trees by Radiohead Secrecy. Thank you so much for a tier 2 subscription and 29 beautiful months of resubscribing. Good evening, New Jersey Wildcat. How are you, my love? Buldo, I hope you're having a really wonderful Thursday. How's your week been so far? It's a pleasure to see you. I'm going to play for you, Beans, up next, an original song of mine. This one is called Oxygen, and I'm going to play this to you acoustically. I've not done this for a while. This is a nostalgic love song, and it is released, so you can listen to this one as many times as you like. Oh my god, I've just realised my own name is on screen. That's kind of exciting. Wombat Hole says, I do like me some Oxygen. Me too. Big fan. Love breathing.
Lay back with me, I'll walk you through our memories, remind you I was kind to you once. I will understand if you won't take my hand, but I will still reach out for yours. 'Cause the nights out with the lights out, the way the smoke clung to our skin, the mornings ignored the warnings as we gasped for oxygen. But I'd willingly make just one last mistake, 'cause they've made me wiser, they made me a fighter for love. There was love, there was love.
Captain Redbeard, you are outstanding. Bless you. Thank you for bumping my name off the screen. With another 5 pairs of wings, you are incredible.
As we've grown older, you've grown a little colder, but I'm still bowled over by you. Still I'm no longer dreaming of staring at the ceiling while lying beside you again. 'Cause the nights out with the lights out, the way the smoke clung to our skin, the mornings ignore the warnings as we gasp for oxygen. But I'd willingly make just one last mistake, 'cause they've made me wiser. They made me a fighter for love. That was love. That was love. So take, 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 oh my heart, and break, 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 break me apart. Out with the lights out, the way the smoke clung to our skin, the mornings ignore the warnings as we gasp for oxygen. But I'd willingly make just one last mistake, 'cause they've made me wiser.
Sorry, Beans. I couldn't resist it. Thank you, Captain. Again, thank you for bestowing 5 pairs of wings whilst I was singing. And DJ Slade Toebox, thank you so very much for 4 months of resubscribing. And Bulldozer getting your name up on the screen. Thank you so much for that £10 donation. You say, oh my God, Venus, no, FFS. I'm so sorry, Baldo. I just can't resist breaking here and there. You know, I just can't. Now I have a question for you, and be very honest about your answer on this poll. Do you want me to change my hair colour? I nearly did it this week, but I'm in 2 minds. Now you can say no, keep it blonde, which is fine. I just now and then get an absolute an urge to change it. All right, that's one option. I'm doing a poll, don't worry. Your next option is going dark, like go dark, i.e. brown, or my natural colour. My natural colour is very dark. I don't know what colour it is. If it grew out, I think it would have blonde in it, but it looks very dark. Next option would be to go like purple, for instance. I've done that before. Pink would be another option. And something left field. I wouldn't want to do it, but something like aqua, or maybe like multiple colours, multicoloured. I'm going to put that as an option. Multicoloured. Now, I don't know what to do. I got no idea, but you tell me. What do you think I should do? You got 1 minute for this poll. I've done orange. I've done I did a lovely ginger colour. I forgot to put that as an option. Balder says this is a very dangerous poll. Yes. Wow, multicoloured is getting a load of votes. Go dark is getting 5 votes. We've got 4 votes for keep it blonde. Multicoloured is getting loads of votes, 6 votes. Go dark is 11 votes. You want me to go natural? Oh. Well, I mean, it would be very good for my hair to go natural. My hair would be very grateful for the chance to go natural. It's either, well, you beans are very divided. Either you want multicolored, which is the least natural option, or you want like go dark, go natural. Looks like we've got a lot of fans of brunette. Go dark. I could do it. My hair would be very happy. Well, the beans of many of you want that. 46% of you want me to go dark. No way. That's really surprised me. I wasn't expecting that. I thought you would all want the blonde. Captain Redbeard, thank you so much. I can't believe you just done it again. Another 5 pairs of wings, you absolute angel. Thank you. Io Cows with an 800 bitch here, the chairman himself. You say, even in the meeting, the Venusworld Repair Fund knows. We know we'll fix it, but we know about the mischief and we're here for it. You're the most mischievous chairman ever, Io Cows. Bless your face. Well, purple, yes, indeed. Purple is apparently the thing for teeth. I keep seeing adverts for just putting purple on teeth and it makes them go so white. I don't know. I kind of want to go dark. I was literally looking at all the different hair dyes in the shops and I was like, well, look, I could go dark. It would make my life very easy in terms of I wouldn't have to dye it after I'd done the initial bit here. But once I go dark, I can't go blonde again. That's the thing. Once you've been blonde and then you put dark back on top of it, you are stuck. You literally can't go back to blonde. Otherwise, your hair will burn off. You can only keep your hair blonde. You can only bleach it twice maximum, and even that is like danger. And obviously, mine's been bleached now, so. If I went dark, I'm stuck dark. I couldn't. Balder says, your hair, your choice. I know. Don't worry, it will be my choice. I was just sort of wondering about opinion. Because I've been thinking I've got to stay blonde because of the fact that if I change it darker, if I go purple, it will go back to blonde. If I do pink, it will go back to blonde because they'll all be temporaries. They'll wash out. But if I go brunette, it will stay in my hair. I don't know. Captain, you're so lovely. Thank you, my love. New Jersey says, release the hounds. You keep those hounds in, everybody. You keep your cool. Look, everybody. Balder says, protect your hair. Well, I am. Don't worry. In terms of, even if I stay blonde, it's going to be protected. Because I only do the roots each time now. So if I stay blonde, it literally is, it's a case of I touch up that with bleach. And that's the only part that gets bleach on it. So the rest of it stays fine. I don't know. It's all very stressful making hair decisions. It always has been. Devan says, don't make a bald decision. I shan't shave it. I've done the short hair thing. I did that 2 years ago, got it out of my system, been growing it back ever since. Honestly regretted it when I cut it all off because it was just so much easier to deal with long. I don't know why, it just was. Having short hair is hard to deal with as a very, very curly haired person. My hair is very curly. So it was just kind of even more difficult to style nicely when it was really short. So I'm not going to cut it short again. I like having it longer. But colours, I don't know. I feel like I am a blonde. I feel like that's maybe it's just because I've done that for so many years. I don't know. Holy butt, Simon. Oh my God. Thank you, Simon, for bestowing 10 pairs of wings upon our beans. Doyler01, Thordu86, Meisterstein, Nico Basileir, White Human, Kegel Darksun, Lulu Freya, The Anxious Brit, and Babble Bobble and Scottish Rebel have all received the gift of flight. Thanks to Simon. The gifting tonight. Gosh, we had gone down to the low 800s in subscribers and we are now at 868 monthly subscribers. So thank you so much. Bless your faces. It's almost a novelty to see that number below 1,000 now. It has been outrageous the way you beans have kept that subscriber number up the last few months, the last sort of 5 months. It's rarely dropped below 1,000. So thank you everybody for your constant kindness with the gifting and the subscribing and the everything. Captain says, remember when your parents said eat carrots and you'll see in the dark? I genuinely believed that. But you know what is an actual fact? That is if you eat a lot of carrots, like a lot of carrots, your skin will turn orange. That is an actual thing. There's something, is it the beta carotene, I want to say? Is that what it's called? I don't know what I'm talking about. There's something in carrots that makes your skin turn orange were you to eat enough. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Funny the way the world works, isn't it? Mole's Revenge. Thank you for 50 months. Oh my God. Thank you so much. 50 blooming months. That is outrageous. Bless your face. You absolute sweetheart. My God, 50 months. It's so ridiculous how long so many of you have been here. I just can't believe it. Captain Redbeard, you are absolutely blowing me away. Thank you so much for bestowing 5 more pairs of wings. SPK9999, Gary Goat, Chipmin Lou, Mo on the Road, and Bombadillion ASP have all received the gift of flight. Thanks to Captain Redbeard. Captain, you're honestly amazing. Thank you so much for your incredible kindness. Old but slow says, and if you take too many silver supplements, you turn blue. Really, I saw that in an interview of a man who'd literally turned blue, fully smurfed. Pretty impressive, honestly. It's cool that our skin can do that. And flamingos are only pink because of the prawns they eat. That's right, isn't it? That's correct information, I think. Look at me, Venus/David Attenborough. I love that. I love that there's a bird that just eats one thing and it turns them the most glorious shade of pink. It's so cute. Captain, you're so kind. Thank you. Bless your face. What an absolute sweetheart. You say you're a diamond in the rough. No, you are, Captain. Thank you. Specky says, I think it's the water they're in. So it's not the prawns, it's the water they're in. What is it? They must be their... It must be... There's got to be something pink they're eating that's doing that to them. A bacteria or something that they love eating. I don't know. Something turns those birds pink and is glorious. Now, I'm going to play for you. Baldo says, whatever the colour, we love you more, Venus. Thank you, Baldo. Well, for now, I'm not going to do anything because it's too stressful a decision. I feel like it's the kind of thing that I've got to think about and really make a good decision on if I am going to go a different colour with my hair. Unless it's a temporary. I might just do it a temporary just for fun for a few days. The thing is with them, they just wash out so fast. It's almost disappointing. It's the candy floss that they eat, says Chris. Those classic candy floss eating flamingos. Very cute. Maybe Trav. How are you, love? Jasogo says, let's hope no one feeds them carrots. Very true. Then we wouldn't have pink flamingos anymore. Then we just wouldn't. Virtue says temporary is better. Yeah, I think it's probably a safer option. I always have this sort of urge just to do like a full-on permanent hair colour change, but whenever I've done that, whenever I've dyed it darker and then kept it dark, I've always wished I was blonde again, so I think I can't, the grass is always greener. The hair is always blonder or browner or whatever other colour. It's always pinker. Is there a temporary dark, says Chocolate Thunder? Not that I've ever seen. I keep looking. I was looking yesterday to see if I could find a temporary dark. I think because it tends to stain your hair. And they recommend with any of the darker dyes that you go for that are temporary, like even the dark purples, they say don't do this on pale hair because it might stain it. If you've got hair that's quite processed, I've got a double processed blonde, so that basically means it will latch onto colour and hold it, which is why I'd stay away. I would never put red in there at this point. If I did a temporary red, it would hold on to that for months and months and months, and I would be having like that faded red colour. But if I do purple, it'll just fade out to the most beautiful blonde, because purple counteracts the yellow in blonde hair and makes your hair look an even better blonde. Scintillating hair discussions. Right. So, shall I sing you a song? Probably should. It's probably enough hair discussion. Absolutely, this is an off the rails show. Completely off the rails. Oh, Captain says, guys, you helped me out in my dark times, so I will repay the love when I can. Captain, bless your face. You are such a treasured being. Thank you for being here and bringing so much kindness with you. I'm going to play for you glorious beans for the next song of the stream tonight. Holy butts, we've got loads of priority requests that I didn't see. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. OMG, OMG, OMG. Right. Before you go, for Simon the Dane.
step away, just a breath away. I want to let you in. You look like you're from heaven, but it feels like you're a sin. I push you away almost every day, afraid to feel like this. The presence of your torture is the absence of your kiss. Before you go, I'd like to hold you close and breathe you in. Oh, before you go, I'd like to let you know that I love you. I know you said no, and now you're letting go. Your skin brushes mine, it's the rush just mine. I hope you feel this too. My cheeks are turning red now. Why am I quite so see-through? Would you cross the line although you're not mine? My judgment is impaired. The way my heart is racing is making me quite scared. Before you go, I'd like to hold you close and breathe you in. Oh, before you go, I'd like to let you know that I love you. I know I said no, and now you're letting go. So meet me after dark underneath the green canopy, and knowing that we soon will part, you draw your body close to me, and you say so softly, before I go, I had to hold you close and breathe you in. Oh, before I go, I had to let you know that I love you. Before I go, I had to hold you close and breathe you in. Oh, before I go, I had to let you know that I love you. I know I said no, but I'm not letting go.
An original song of mine. That one is released, so you can listen to that one on my album Venusworld. It's called Before You Go, and it is track number 3 on the album. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Captain Redbeard, for your lovely comments. Thank you, Hanson. Thank you, Baldo. Thank you, all of you beautiful beings. And of course, for my mods for continuing to be absolutely incredible as you always are, Kentai. Thank you for providing those links. If any of you would like to stream my album, you can. The links are in chat. Provided to you from the King of Bing himself, Kentai. Now, hello, Chris1988. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thomas130TC, how are you doing? Anyone I've not said hello to, yell hi at me right now. Now, Nox Hart says you could always throw a filter on or a wig to see if you like the hair color changes before you pull the trigger. Yes, I actually... Well, that's a really good idea. And also, I have done all these hair colours before, so I could flick back through my old Instagram posts and have a little look to see. But also, I think doing a filter is a really good idea, just to be able to see it. Now, Dr. Evil says, your mods are the best in store, I have noticed. My mods are top level mods, just outrageous. Dr. Evil, it's lovely to have you here. Baldo says, I received my borrowed breath CD today. Oh, I'm so happy it's arrived, Baldo. That makes me very happy. Now, Infrared says there's a new partner program that's officially about to arrive, the Twitch Partner Plus program, where Twitch partners get 70-30 revenue splits for a year. To get in 350 concurrent subs, 3 months are required. Sadly, chat gifted subs does not count towards Partner Plus, and neither does Prime subs. I've already got it, Infrared, so do not worry, Beans. You don't have to do anything. I've already qualified for it and have got that set up. So thank you, Infrared, so very much for letting me know, and the Beans know. But do not worry. None of you need to do any gifting or anything or subscribing in a panic, because I have already got that. So I'm set. Jimmy, it's a pleasure to have you here. Bill says these mods are so good, I don't even troll here. Bill Nash has given up trolling. Bill Nash, all you tend to do is get yourself many front rows in detention, huh? Now, what was I about to do? I was about to play some more priority requests is what I was about to do. Oh, hell yeah, baby! So I've got priority requests for both Boris and Splattercat. Daisy Chains and the Web. We're going for some old school Venus songs right here. Daisy Chains is one I've not played for ages. This is a really sad song. It's a really sad original of mine. And this is a song that I wrote about a little girl that I used to know, whose dad was a total freaking letdown. And I wrote this song inspired by her story and the story of so many other people that I know. So here we go. This is Daisy Chains.
She's sitting on the grass outside, waiting for you to arrive. She's waiting. Her mother's waiting in the house, in her favorite silk blouse. She's waiting. The sun is shining down today, so please don't take this all away. She's waiting. She'll sit and make her daisy chains. The last of her hope still remains. She's waiting. So please don't let her down. No, please don't let her down. Save your own despair for when she's not around. And she could grow up without you and never know the things you do. She'd never know. And for her you might never try or laugh with her until you cry, she'd never know. And as she grew up through the years, well, who'd be there to dry her tears? You'd love her so. If you came to her one day and tried to make it all okay, she'd tell you no. So please don't let her down. No, please don't let her down. Save your own despair for when she's not around. Don't let her go on thinking you don't care about her. And don't let it show. If you would rather go. So please don't let her down. No, please don't let her down. Save your own despair for when she's not around. So please don't let her down. No, please don't let her down. Save your own despair for when she's not around.
An original of mine called Daisy Chains. Captain Redbeard, you have literally blown me away time and time again this evening. I can't believe you've just gone and bestowed another 10 pairs of wings upon our beans. Thank you, Captain Redbeard, for being so outrageously kind. You've brought us up to 888 monthly subscribers. Thank you so much. Fockrells, A3 Caps, Liquid Mizu, Jojo3, Arudev, Baltic Sailor, Horse Lamp, Tiger Bee, and Fabium have all received a pair of wings thanks to you, Captain Redbeard. So thank you so much. Bless your faces. Now, my beautiful bean, Splattercat, has requested The Web. This is a song that I wrote in my teens about an experience. I don't think I've ever told you what this is about. This is about holy butts. Thank you, Simon, for bringing us up to 898 monthly subscribers by bestowing 10 pairs of wings upon our beans. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Long-time trucker, Dr. Ribberiff, Sammy Boy, Dude PT, Mucker, Force Major TV, Fake News, Zathras000, and Glad Miss T and Gamer0890 have all received the gift of life. Thanks to Simon. Beans, you can't just do gift sub bombs of 10. That's just outrageously high. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Simon the Dane, you are completely outrageous. I cannot believe you've just bestowed 12 more pairs of wings upon our beans. Simon, thank you. This is absolutely outrageous. Thank you so much. Oh my God, bringing us up to a grand total of 910 monthly subscribers. Oh my God. Thank you, Simon. You are totally incredible. Avery says, well, that's allowed because it's not 10. That's very true. I did say you're not allowed to do gift sub bombs of 10. So you get away with it this time, Simon. Thank you. I'm really touched. Bless your face. Thank you, beautiful beans, for all this kindness. So I feel enough time has passed that I could actually tell you what this song is about now. I've been hesitant to ever tell the story of a song, especially if it's about someone in my life. But The Web is a song that I wrote about my very first manager in the music business. And it was a massive wake-up call to me as a very, very sort of innocent and quite naive girl who grew up in a very, very safe place. And I got this manager who came and he scouted me at a party where I was playing a gig. And I had this manager for maybe 2 years, a year and a half. And he was very, very talented, and a wonderful friend to me, it seemed, for many years. And it ended up being a rather dark and horrendous story where he ended up being not a good guy at all, and had been actually stalking me for a good year, logging into my personal accounts, reading all my personal messages, and just being an absolute full-on psycho, terrifying. And I remember feeling so completely destroyed because we'd spent a whole year creating so much music together, and we had an album's worth of stuff recorded, and none of that could I keep because I felt like it was all tainted by what I realised was not a friend or a manager or someone that could look out for me and protect me at all. And so we had all this fantastic work, and it was a wonderful working relationship. I really, really did enjoy it. And it all turned out that he was rather a troubled guy, and a lot older than me. Not like a lot, but over 10 years older than me. So I just felt completely safe in his presence. I just thought, you know what, we're gonna get somewhere, and I'm gonna make it in the music business. He had all of these grand ideas and big promises, and he'd get me gigs, and he'd sort of get the ball rolling on things. And I really felt like we were gonna go somewhere big very soon. And I remember being so naive and swept along by this story, and that being a very, very good lesson for me in terms of being a little bit more sort of just hesitant to fully open up to people, immediately trusting them, which is who I was. And I think it was a very needed lesson because I was very trusting of absolutely everybody. I just couldn't imagine people having intentions that weren't good. And that's what this song came from. So a song came out of it, and I was very glad. I think something good comes from every bad situation, and many of my songs are songs that have come from bad situations, and that one was a particularly difficult situation and very hard to talk about for many years. I was really, really affected by that, and had lost a lot of confidence in my career as well, just feeling like I'd lost a few years of work. And in reality, all of that work has been put to good use in terms of it was such a good experience. I got so much it was just education. I got so much education in how to record and write, and I got great singing lessons, and he brought a lot of great things to my career, as well as just a lot of creepy things. But I was fine. I got out of it unscathed. I wasn't hurt or anything, just emotionally hurt, and of course feeling betrayed. And it gave me this song, The Web. So that's what this is about. That was a story I wasn't sure I was ever going to tell because it somehow felt like it was still too close in time. But this is over 11 years ago now. So this is so long ago. It's well in the past. This person is well out of my life, has nothing to do with my life or my career, and hasn't done for all those years since. So here you go with a bit of context. This is The Web, and I'm going to play it to you with the full production. So here we go, my beautiful beans. It's hard to believe that you could deceive and leave us caught in the web that you'd weave. And now that you're gone, how it took me so long to remember that I could be strong. For a while I let you cover my ears and my eyes. From the moment I met you, it came as no surprise as you reveled in my demise. Took me to places I swear that I'd recognize from a dream as a child. Told me of riches and wonders and said that they could be all mine if I kept my eyes blind.
I guess that in time I could take back what's mine, leaving memories of you far behind. But it's harder when you try time and again to remind me that we were once friends. Go in someone else's trust with the niceties that you fake. Go stare at your own reflection in somebody else's lake. 'Cause there's nothing left here to break. Took me to places I swear that I'd recognize from a dream as a child. Told me of riches and wonders and said that they could be all mine if I kept my eyes blind and I stayed by your side. All the time had me waiting was so frustrating and so far. The picture that you were painting's not demonstrating who you are. Took me to places I swear that I'd recognize from a dream as a child. Told me of riches and wonders and said that they could be all mine. Took me to places I swear that I'd recognize from a dream as a child. Told me of riches and wonders and said that they could be all mine if I kept my eyes blind and I stayed by your side.
The web, which now you have more context for. And maybe slowly over time, I'll give you more context for other songs. So often it feels like I want to keep the context hidden and a secret, not only because it's really personal and it already feels very personal to give anybody songs that you write, but I also often feel like I want you to have your own interpretation for the songs that I create. I want you to be able to put your own story onto them, and I don't want to give you too rigid of context for the songs that I write. But now and then I think it's quite nice to give you a little bit of context. Thank you, the old bones. Bless your face. Oh, Princess says, my cat just licked half of my face. That is very impressive. Cats have small tongues. That must have been a lot of licking. Dave can lick pretty much half my face in one go, I reckon. Not that he really tries. Although, I was so cute. Oh my God. Earlier I banged my elbow and I went, ow, ooh. And he came running up because I was wincing in pain. And he doesn't lick me because I don't let him. Since he's a puppy, he just hardly ever bothers to try and lick me. But because I was going, ow, he came up and started kissing me on the face. Oh, it's so cute. It was a proper show of concern. It was very lovely. What an absolute sweetheart. Now, my glorious beans. Oh, Baldo, I was actually playing this right before I went live. Oh. To Build a Home by the Cinematic Orchestra for Baldo's there. Here we go, Baldo. Movie Trout says, now I wonder, has Venus ever done a Taylor Swift style revenge song? I've never done a revenge song. I've written a lot of songs after coming out of relationships, and there are one or two that are definitely from... I don't want to tell you which songs, but there are a few that I came out of an abusive relationship quite a while ago. and I wrote one, in fact, no, just one song about that one, and it's. I'm not sure you'd guess which one it was, even though you probably think it's Stop Me. It's not, and I don't think you'd actually be able to guess which one it is. But that one very much felt cathartic. Didn't feel like revenge, but it felt like it needed. Web of Lies too, though. Yeah, to be fair, that was also after a pretty bad one. I went through it a little bit in my early 20s. I definitely experienced. I had the experience of being in some pretty bad relationships, which taught me a lot. Like, they taught me a lot, and also, it's easy to say you wish you didn't go through something. But if you do go through something, taking what you can that is good from the situation, even if it's just that you become stronger and you grow around it, that's the thing to focus on. I think it's very easy to sort of regret wasted time being with people who were abusive in any way. But it is pointless to live your life with regret. So just taking the fact that you're out of there and you took extra strength from it. So to any of you who've ever been through anything like that, I'm sending you so much love, and you are so strong. And if you're currently in a bad situation, you're so strong and you're so deserving of love that is not abusive. Now, Maglaw, bless your face. Thank you for 49 months. You say, hey, all, hope you're doing great. Maglaw, I'm doing great. How are you, my lovely? Princess Bliss says, amen, sister. Thank you, Princess Bliss. Indigo says, the microphone must be very expensive. It handles the plosives so well without a pop filter. Right. It's amazing. It's so good. I don't think it's that expensive for what it is. So this is a Neumann. I can't really see the model number. It's right under there. A Neumann TLM 102 cardioid. I don't know. I think that. There you go. There's all the information that I was needlessly searching for on my microphone. Thank you very much, Monkey. Bless you. And Kentai, gosh beans, you're so on it. Neumann. Not sure how you say it. Neumann. Not sure what the pronunciation is. It's a lovely microphone, and it handles the plosive so well. It's incredible. It's so as a music streamer, you really don't want to have the big pop shield, because it covers up so much of your face and so much of the expression while singing songs and talking to everybody. So it's really nice that this microphone handles it so well. And obviously, my dad, being a producer and a sound engineer, he knows how to set up good sound. So he's really, the amount my dad does, honestly, I was trying to get him to completely take the week off. He and my mother have gone on holiday, and I can't tell you how unusual that is in this household. We have been trying for so long to get them to go on holiday. My mum and dad are the sweetest, most caring, hard-working people. They're both life coaches. They're both therapists. Now that they're not here, I can absolutely rave about them without being embarrassed or embarrassing them. They work so hard. Both of them are, as I said, therapists, and they live in this house with my grandma. So this is my grandma's home, and they live with her and they take care of her. She doesn't really need. She's in great shape. She's in her late 80s. She doesn't need medical attention or anything all the time, but she is older and alone. She's widowed, and they spend so much of their time looking after her, and they have meals together, and my dad helps my grandma go to bed every night, and it's so sweet. And they are just the most caring, kind people, and they never ever go on holiday. And as a family, when we were growing up, we didn't have loads of money, so we wouldn't go on lots of holidays. Whenever we did go on holiday, it was so special. So special, and it's continued to be that way as I've grown up. Whenever I have gone on holiday, which is a very small amount of times, I've really not left. I've not left Europe, but I've not left the country very often. Whenever I have, it is so exciting and so magical, and they really instilled that appreciation of going on holiday and how special it is to be able to do that. And this year, my sister and her husband sent my parents away as a surprise. That's what they're away on holiday right now. My sister and her husband sent them on this magical trip to Greece, because it's the only way we could get them to go. They just won't go. They never miss a stream. Even tonight in Greece, my dad came in and said hi in chat. That is serious parental dedication. So they've done a few mini breaks just in the UK, where they'll go and stay for one night in a shepherd's hut in a field somewhere and bird watch. They're very cute. They like going bird watching. But getting them to go on a holiday abroad and actually take more than a few days, like, it's so special. So this is a very special holiday for them. It's very meaningful. And my sister is an absolute legend, and her husband, for sending them away and making them go because they just wouldn't. They will not. And so this is very, very wonderful they've gone. I don't know how I got onto this subject. Why did I start talking about this? I don't know, but they're basically awesome and so cute. And I hope they are just living it up. Very, very cute, constant updates from them. We have a family group chat on WhatsApp, and we've been getting really cute WhatsApp updates. My mum did the classic mum thing, sent a picture of a butterfly today, and then my dad sent a great little video of my mum going along with her little snorkel, and lots of sunset pictures and lots of pictures of their food, prolific food pictures, which honestly is great. I'm living vicariously through their holiday experience. Greek food, so good. Oh my God, I love Greek food. We're talking about, because my dad's great with sound stuff. Yeah, so they work not only so hard in their careers, but my dad and my mum both do so much work for mine as well. Like, they are incredible parents, just so devoted, and they just never miss a stream. They come to every stream, they sit in there, they talk about it afterwards. Whenever I turn up, they make me a cup of tea every time I come in the house, and they're like, do you want a cup of tea? And I'll always say yes, because who doesn't want a cup of tea? And they talk about the community. They talk about the songs that I could play in the stream. They come in with lists of ideas of songs I could play, or songs that I've not played in a while. My mum will usually, nearly always, have for me a correction on how to pronounce someone's name in chat. She'll say, now, last time I saw you pronouncing so-and-so's name, blah, 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 but it's actually blah, 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 which is so good, because my pronunciation of names, I'm not good at pronouncing things. They are so amazing. I'm so lucky to have them as my parents. They are just incredible. Right. Anyway, so that's that. Just whilst they're not here, I'm going to take that opportunity to just tell you, beans, how amazing they are. Because, oh my God. Hansa says, I think we both know they're watching their phones right now. Well, I don't think they are, because they won't have the signal for it. So I think we're actually parent free, which doesn't happen. This is a very, very, very rare experience. Spider says, it's amazing that they support the stream and understand this industry. Yeah, it is so cool. They've gotten so tech savvy. It's amazing. Like, it's amazing. They went from not having a clue what Twitch was, or, to be fair, same. I went from not having a clue what Twitch was. I'm probably less tech savvy than they are. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to sing you a song now after some parental support. I mean, I can't think of the word. Parental appreciation. Sove EU, thank you so much. So much for 9 months. You say, just wanted to say you're an amazing singer. The Web and a Million Voices are my faves. I absolutely love them. Thank you, Sove EU. I'm so glad that you do. Bless your face. And Maglor Nolatari, thank you for 49 glorious months. 49 months. Bless your face. Right, here we go. Wombat says, I still miss my dad. Oh, Ambit says, my parents are gone. To any of you who have lost a parent or parents, I'm sending you so much love. I can't even imagine the pain. So all of the love in the world to you. You're very loved. You got the support of me and all the beans here. And how about you can share my mum and dad now. They are the mum and dad of the beans as well, for sure. I think I think they feel that. I think they can definitely feel like they are the bean mum and dad. Right, here we go. There is a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls and windowsills, table
chairs worn by all the dust. This is the place where I feel at home. This is the place I don't feel alone.
from my darling Bulldozer that was to build a home by the Cinematic Orchestra. Well, Beans, it turns out Thursday nights rock. Thank you all so much for joining me for this absolutely outrageous Home Alone Thursday night stream. Now, the next stream is going to be Saturday afternoon, 4 p.m. BST, and then Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m. BST. Again, it's going to be a Home Alone weekend. I don't know what we'll do, but we're going to party again. And maybe I'll be able to convince my sister to come and say hi, at least on one of the days. Let's see if we can. Movie says, I love the Thursday night stream. Me too. Also, I'm going to be doing just off the cuff, completely acoustic, i.e. no microphone, no nothing, hangout and slight piano noodling around streams from my home on my phone, just sort of low key. Some of you might have joined me for those last week. I did one or two. Boulder says pajama party with the Beans all week. Oh hell yes. I would love to. I would absolutely love to. Honey says beg Span for me. Oh my god, Span's had the coolest haircut. She's cut all her hair super short pixie cut. It suits her so much. She looks so cute. So I'm going to try and get her to come and say hi and bring her beautiful Spanness to all of you. My sister is incredible. For any of you that have not met her, she's one of the most magical people on this planet. Pure and absolute wonderful magic of a person. Right. Well, this has been lovely. What an absolute love fest this has been. Annifer says, I had my 5-year-old singing a million voices on the school runs this week and demanding I play it at every opportunity. I'm not complaining or tired of this song, of his song choices for once. Annifer, that is so cute. A big shout out to Annifer. Annifer, how are you? How is your week going? That makes me so happy. The thought, it's so surreal as a musician, the thought of anybody actually singing my songs and knowing the words and being able to just sing them somewhere else. It's so surreal. I don't think that will ever not be surreal to me. When you Beans type the lyrics in chat, it just blows my mind. Captain Redbeard, a very special thank you to you getting your name up here on screen. You are incredible. Bless your face. Also, Iocals, the chairman of the Venusworld Repair Fund himself, and Buldo, thank you so much. Bless your faces for getting your names on the screen. Thank you for joining me this evening, beautiful Beans. Thank you for absolutely everything, always. What a community you are. And I don't know if I've got any other things to say to you. Any more news? There is another original song release coming soon, which I'm gearing up to, beavering away behind the scenes, getting everything ready. So you can look forward to that in the next, I think, two and a half weeks. Early October is when it's coming out. 2.5 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Gosh, I got to get my butt into gear. Good God, they just keep creeping up on me, these releases. they sneak up. Just so go. Thank you so much for using your Twitch Prime and subscribing. Thank you to all of you taking advantage of the September. It means so much. Thank you to each and every one of you. And Beans, I enjoyed bonding with you a bit more this evening and telling you secret things, and it was a nice chat, so thank you. Right, we're going to go do a beautiful raid, and this evening, Kerry Ann, yes, she's never live when I come and do a raid. Kerry Ann, music, come on Venus, you can do this. Have I done it? Yes. She's a pro. So I love you all so much. Mods, thank you so much for everything, taking care of me and the Beans so absolutely exquisitely, as you always do. You are incredible. Even when there's a smaller mod team, it doesn't feel like there's a smaller mod team. Even when there are mods missing, it still feels like we're fully modded up. So thank you for being the dream mod team. Honestly, you're incredible. Rage Skulls, hi and bye, all of you glorious Beans. I love you so much. Let's go see the incredible Kerry Ann music. Make sure to press follow when we go over there. She so deserves all the love and support. Until next time, my beautiful Beans, it is time for me to say over and outro.